Whenever you feel hesitant about doing something, or it's not working, or you feel like your mindset is bringing you back to old habits, or you forget, I want you to think about 2 things that you need to be successful. There's always 2 answers to one question. And I call it the upstream and the downstream. There's always 2 answers, right? I had an amazing woman I had the opportunity to chat with. She was part of our KBB family and gonna teach people what she went through, skills in business, way qualified. You met her, she had that it factor. She was just a badass. She was just an amazing woman. She wanted to do it. And she wanted to get her sales page to have a video on it that converted, that got people to raise their hand and took her product. But she never really got her video up because she said, I just can't shoot videos. I'm not that good at it. This is never gonna work for me. Even though she had an amazing product, she had everything she needed. She's like, how do I shoot better videos? I wanna give you this example of upstream and downstream, and this may change the way you look at problems for the rest of your life. Because if you and I were ever together, or if you're at one of our live events that we end up doing the worlds together, and somebody else ask me a question on stage, or even in a Zoom like this, if you ever watch me stop for a moment and go like this, you know what I'm thinking? Upstream and downstream, there's 2 answers. So she gets on and her question is, I could do better if I could get a video that converts, but I suck at video and it's just not working, my page isn't working. And I listened, and I could feel there was an upstream issue. Because the downstream issue, I could teach the tactical the strategy and tactics. I could say, let me break down your video, hun. It's hook, story, close. You're not talking to a huge audience. You're talking to one person. Let's live inside their mind. Let's decide what they're afraid of, what they desire, what they fear, what their goals are. Let's write a paragraph to this person. Let's decide who that is, and then just have a conversation with the camera. Hey, this is Diane, and I know blah, 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 blah. Here's the story. I've been where you are. I've been there, but I found these 7 things. The story, the compelling, the close. I'd love to be able to serve you. I said, I know I could do that, and I could tell the way I'm talking to you. I said to her, you're already smart. You already know that. There's something else. She goes, no, it's just I can't do it. Do you know, after spending 20 minutes with her, I put everything on pause because I could just tell. I could just tell. When we went upstream, you know why she didn't shoot videos? You know why her page wasn't working? Had nothing to do. If I just left it on the first one, it would have been like, Dean and Tony's course kind of sucks. Didn't teach you how to do videos, right? That's literally what you would think. It sucks. Do you know why she didn't? Fear? Close. Her husband thought what she was doing was silly, and he didn't believe in it. And she was embarrassed for him to go online and see a video that she shot. How do you compete with that? There is nothing I could do downstream, give her the greatest tool, hook, story, close, film it for her, script it, put her in my studio. I can do everything. If she's in the back of her head going, oh my God, my husband's gonna see this and I'm gonna look stupid. Hi, can't do it, right? We went upstream and we talked for 15 more minutes about how to get her husband on board and how to he believed in her, and he was a good man. He just didn't get it. He was too busy. And we talked about a strategy. She went on to get him on board. They actually started doing the business together. Now, I share that because I want you to think about that in your life as you move forward. When something's not working, you're going to think downstream usually. The site's not working. Mastermind.com. I think it might be too technical for me. I'm over 30, I'm over 50, I'm over 70. Anything you can think of, you'll come up with shit, and usually it's not that. You go upstream and you find out, I've failed before in the past, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want my friends to think I'm silly. Who would really listen to me? I don't feel that I'm not secure of a person. Maybe my confidence isn't high. Has nothing to do with the site or the training. It's the upstream stuff. You know, I've shared this a lot, I'm going to share it again. I don't think we all have our beliefs. I believe in God. I hope I get the chance to meet him someday, not too soon, not for a long time. But when I do, and I don't think God is this cruel, but could you imagine if you met God and he said, all right, so tell me about it. We got 5 minutes. Tell me about your life. You know, I was going to go, I had a good life, God. Thank you so much. I had a good life. Well, what about your relationship? That was good, and you use the word good. I don't want to overemphasize that. But then you got to maybe, let's say, your business. Say, I was going to do my own thing when I was 37, 42, 55, 63. I was gonna, but I don't think my husband totally believed in me. And it was kind of that weird time. We had that funky president, and then this happened, and so and then I was juggling a couple of kids, right? I know you, and I'm not diminishing that. Believe me, I know what it's like to handle kids. But, I had that, and I was going to wait for the kids to get older, but then I was like, I never really did that. And I was kind of, and I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to look stupid in front of my friends, right? Could you imagine God just being like, ugh, another one. Okay, good to have you here. I don't think God would do this, but imagine this, and I heard this once. I didn't make this up. Could you imagine if God pulled out his iPhone? Because, of course, God would absolutely have an iPhone, probably not an Android, right? It would be an iPhone for sure. If God pulled out his iPhone and showed you a video of who you could have been. Think about that one. What if God showed you a video of who you could have been? Again, I don't think he'd be that cruel, but if he did, could you imagine being like, oh my God, please, can I go back, please? I don't give a shit what my friends thought. I don't care. They were stupid gossipers anyway. Why did I care that they thought I'd be silly? I don't care what my parents thought. I love my parents, but they would have been more proud of me going after it. Please let me go back. I could see you begging to go back, but here's the thing. We don't have to go back. We are right here, right now. Right here, right now. You get to decide what that end is going to be to you right here, right now. And what's that going to be? This is the crazy stuff I do to myself. Yes, because we have to work a little harder, a little stronger. And is it worth it? Yes, it's absolutely worth it. 1,000 times over. I wouldn't choose any other path. And I probably have failed as much, if not more, than everybody in here. Don't settle for good enough. No one wants to be good. Become or stay a part of something bigger than yourself. Whether that's a relationship with God, whether you're more spiritual, you're aligned internally, being in a group like the Inner Circle, being in a group like KBB, being in a Facebook group, we all need to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We all need to be locking arms with like-minded people wherever we can, because the fact of the matter is, you're probably the crazy ones in your life. Yes, we're the crazy dreamers. Brand us nuts because we dream for full potential. We dream for a higher level. But let me ask you something, and I've said this a million times. There's a lot of groups with a bunch of skeptics, a bunch of critics. They don't make statues of critics. Those people are forgotten. They die at the end of your life, and God's like, oh my God, you just didn't go after it. You were just ornery and grumpy and made fun of everybody. I'm glad you're here, but oh my God, right? There's so many of those groups. We need to stay a part of something bigger than ourselves with like-minded people who support us and don't let us get down on ourselves. And when we're having a bad day, we can go to a group, we can go to a people, we can go to resources, we can go to knowledge that go, no, I'm meant for more, I'll be more. This is the woman God designed me to be, and no one's going to stop me. And if you need a little support, a group like this brings you up. That's why we do have Facebook groups. That's why we push you to stay socially connected. Because there's a lot of people out there trying to rob that from us, and they don't even know they are. They think they're protecting us. Protecting us from what? From living an outstanding life? Perfect way to take your success, abundance in this crazy world to a whole nother level.